Osotogari is definitely the throw that you can get a lot of BJJ guys and even wrestlers with. I've done it multiple times and it's super fun. All the judo guys out there will know. Comment down below if you use Osotogari as like a main throw of yours or if you're just starting to get the hang of it. Point one of why this throw destroys jiu-jitsu and wrestlers, especially if you're quick at it, depending on the style, especially if you use a back step, kind of like this clip here, can really kind of confuse your opponent, telling him you're going one way, you're twisting this way, but in reality you're pushing all his weight diagonally on that one leg, and then you sweep him, boom, he's on his back. This throw is the first throw we learn in judo. It's the simplest in my opinion, yet it's the most effective. In the judo world, we have our best judoka in history. His name is Ono Shohei from Japan, and this is his #1 throw. You see him doing it all the time and winning basically all his fights. It's the throw that he relies most on. Right now, I'm currently a brown belt myself in judo, and I train at a competitive dojo, right, where we literally always do randori at the end. Randori is sparring for those who don't know. And we at least do anywhere from 4 to 6 rounds of 3-minute sparring sessions. And nobody there is really like white belt. I mean, there's a couple, but most of them are at least like brown belts and above and national level competitors. And there's a few like jiu-jitsu guys and wrestlers. And every time I go against the jiu-jitsu guys and wrestlers, obviously it's an easy like throw to do with my Osotogari, but it's just interesting to understand how, for example, a jiu-jitsu guy, their stance is just really different from a judo one, and it's just so easy to like get in position for an Osoto because they leave like their whole side open, you know what I mean? So if you ever go to a jiu-jitsu gym and you're a judo guy, you're doing stand-up, you're really gonna enjoy throwing them with this throw. Point number 3, how it feels to do Osotogari on a wrestler. In my opinion, wrestling is a little better than jiu-jitsu. Wrestlers are stronger too, because wrestling is just more brute force, etc. It's a little more difficult to kind of like get somebody in position, but if you're really good at judo, you can still maneuver your way to it. Granted, I've landed Osotogari on a couple wrestlers. It just always feels different than jiu-jitsu. Like jiu-jitsu guys just feel really weak standing. That's like no offense to you guys, but it's just that you're not used to standing. In wrestling, you are, because you start standing. And the posture is different. Like wrestlers are more like closer to the ground, so it's kind of hard to push them back, you know, for Osoto, because Osoto's a back throw, because they're, you know, leaning forward. But you can still do it. You got to move them around. You got to like maneuver their weight and manipulate their own momentum and weight against them. And this is all good training for you. You know what I mean? Like, I love it when I'm in a scenario when I'm sparring where it's difficult, because you never grow in easy scenarios. This is something that I was talking about on a call with a potential client, that pressure makes diamonds. You're never going to be a great judoka. You're never going to ascend to being a great fighter if all your matches are easy. You got to fight that one heavy dude. You got to fight that one dude who always breaks your grips and makes it impossible for you to land your throw. You know what I mean? Because if you can master something like that, you're going to be really good. That's what helps you ascend to the next level. And you know one thing, man? That's life. That's life. Every time that I'm thrown a challenge by God in this life, my mindset a couple months ago, before I started really taking judo seriously in my whole routine, I used to like dread challenges. Like, oh no, it's raining. My landscaping machines are outside. I have to go cover them with the tarp because my trailer doesn't have a roof. You know, random like stressors that come in life. But now I view it as an opportunity to strengthen my character. And I learned all that through judo, through these tough sparring sessions, through pushing myself to train when I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? What does this have to do with the video? Well, a lot, because if you're gonna watch my content, you're gonna see that a lot of this judo stuff is to be taken seriously, and how it bleeds into other areas of your life, professionally, socially, mental health wise, problem solving wise. It really goes deep. My last point is, even in MMA matches, you see UFC fights, right? You don't really see that many judo guys. It's mostly jiu-jitsu people and wrestling. For some reason, you know, MMA people think that jiu-jitsu and wrestling are the best type of grappling, but I disagree. I think judo, with a little bit more focus on newaza, would be the best grappling for MMA. But regardless, the few fighters that do use some judo, like Islam, Khabib, and Ronda Rousey, they all dominate. Like their opponents don't see it coming. They use throws like, a lot of Ashiwaza moves, Uchimata. Ronda Rousey's really big with Uchimata and stuff, and she has amazing transitions to arm bars and to her newaza. But it just comes to show, like, a lot of these fighters don't even know how to counter Osotogari or any judo throws. So it's in your best interest to learn some judo, man. I'm not saying you have to go, berserk and, like, get your black belt. I mean, it would be a heck of an amazing personal development journey if you did. But bro, just like becoming proficient in 3 throws, which is what I teach my clients to do. 3 throws, but be really, really good at them. That'll help you in any scenario. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you're interested in judo training, how I use judo training every single day. And I'm going to be training every single day for the next 3 years, and how that's been improving my life so far, how it's improving my clients' life, how I eat, how I think, how I train, my thoughts throughout the day. Just a closer look at my life. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram and stay up to date with my daily Instagram stories. So watch this video here where I dive more into depth as in how judo will actually make you a better human being to face any endeavor in life.